Hello, brilliant minds. Welcome to another session where we make technical English clear, practical, and powerful. Today we're tackling time sequences, how to organize events, history, and processes in perfect chronological order. This isn't just about dates and timelines, it's about telling clear, compelling stories about development, progress, and processes in your field. Let's start with the basics. Chronological order simply means arranging events in the sequence they happened. Think of it as creating a clear path through time that your reader or listener can follow effortlessly. How do we signal this time order? We use specific time markers, those essential words and phrases that act as signposts along the timeline. Listen for these in technical papers and presentations. For beginnings, we use words like initially, first, to begin with, originally. For middle stages, subsequently next, then, after this, later. For endings, finally, ultimately, in the end, the final stage. Let me give you some powerful examples from different fields. In computer science, you might describe the evolution of programming languages. Initially, programmers used machine code in the 1940s. Subsequently, assembly languages were developed. Then came high-level languages, like Fortran. Later, object-oriented programming emerged with C++. Finally, we now have AI-assisted coding tools. In environmental science, describing historical changes. Originally, environmental regulations were minimal. Then, in the 1970s, major laws were passed. Subsequently, recycling programs were implemented. Later, carbon emission controls were introduced. Currently, we're developing circular economy models. So, chronological order isn't just for history. It's, crucial for your career too. Let's create a professional timeline. First, I completed my bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. Subsequently, I worked as a design intern at an automotive company. Then I pursued my master's in sustainable energy. Currently, I'm researching battery technologies. Ultimately, I plan to lead clean energy projects. Alright, here's a little challenge for you. Press pause and try this. Describe your own academic journey using at least 3 different time markers. For example, initially I studied basic sciences. Then, I specialized in computer programming. Subsequently, I completed my internship. Currently, I'm preparing for my final project. Go ahead, practice this out loud. Now, let's chat about why this matters in technical communication. When you're writing a research paper, you need to describe how previous studies led to your work. When giving a project update, you need to explain progress clearly. And when proposing future work, you need to outline steps in logical sequence. In engineering reports, the project began with feasibility studies. Subsequently, we created detailed designs. Then, we built the prototype. After that, we conducted testing. Finally, we implemented the improvements. In scientific papers, previous research established the basic principles. More recent studies have expanded these findings. Our current work builds on this foundation. Future research should explore applications. The power of chronological order lies in creating clarity and showing progression. It helps your audience understand not just what happened, but how things developed over time, the story behind the facts. Remember, good time sequencing makes complex information accessible. It transforms random events into meaningful narratives. Whether you're explaining the history of your field, describing project milestones, or planning future steps, clear time markers guide your audience through your thinking process. In our next session, we'll take this further into process descriptions, the step-by-step instructions and explanations that make technical fields work. But for now, start noticing how time sequences appear in your textbooks and research papers. Practice creating your own timelines and historical summaries. Keep thinking in sequences, keep organizing in time, and you'll master one of the most powerful tools in technical communication.